Welcome back, everybody. So today it's gonna be a little shorter, nothing really amazing. We're still waiting on some cool things to show up, but a couple of parts showed up today that we're just gonna get thrown on. They're kind of subtle things, but they'll make like a pretty good difference to me anyways. So the first thing I've got here is a new shift knob, I should say, from Cobb. It is a weighted knob. I wound up opting for, they got a couple different colors and options or whatever. So I wound up going with the black. Got the black weighted knob, and it's fairly substantial on the weight, but it has no numbers, letter, anything like that. It's pretty bare. I like it. I like minimal things, so this is gonna work out pretty well. And then it has a couple of rings on the bottom, so you can do a black ring or a red ring, and this does have the Cobb name on it, and I'm gonna opt for the black and the red. And I think we'll pull this out here real quick and just kind of take a peek at it. I think it's gonna wind up looking pretty clean on this shifter. So this black ring, when you're done, or red ring, I'm sorry, when you're done, will slip over like that. So it's gonna look pretty sharp. So let's take a look here real quick and get this thing installed. All right, so for the shift knob, this should be fairly straightforward. Make sure you have parking brakes set, that way we don't roll off, you know, that wouldn't be good. So I'm gonna kick this thing into neutral here. You should be able to, just with standard hand grip, grab the shift knob itself and then twist counterclockwise. And it should spin right off here. Pretty simple, and off comes the factory knob. I do like this factory knob, the leather wrapping. It's pretty nice, but if you got any kind of a decent sized hand, you go to grab this thing, I mean, you know, it's pretty tiny. So this is why I wanted to get the taller shift knob. Now it's something I can grab, and I don't know, I can put them on the scale. I may do that in a minute and see, but they're fairly close in weight. I'm not gonna say this weighs a whole lot more. It felt like it was gonna weigh quite a bit more, but once I got this off, maybe not so much. So inside this little package, gonna be a small O-ring here. We're gonna throw the O-ring on. Whoops. And it should wrap around and go inside. There's a little tiny, you can see it right here. There's a little tiny machined groove. It'll go inside that groove there. We'll take our ring, the correct orientation, slide it down, and then take our new shift knob. We'll run it all the way down and tighten it pretty good by hand. And then our new ring should snap up once. I don't know if we can get it to go the rest of the way. There it goes. That little O-ring makes it really nice and tight. And then if I can, I'm gonna try to turn it. Yeah, it's very stiff, but that's good. So I've orientated it to where the Cobb is straight down. I might, yeah, you know what? If I can do that, I'm gonna try to keep turning this thing. There is a little bit of there is a little packet of lube inside here, and I'm sure that may help facilitate the movement of this thing if you put it on the O-ring. Yeah, actually I think that looks a little bit better. So I did the Cobb to the left and the right. That way anybody can see it if they're on the passenger side of the car or driver's side. And that's it. I mean, there's literally nothing else to it. So I'm gonna put this up into first gear so it gets a little bit further out of the way, and we're going to try to get this button off here. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, we'll try it like that. So I can tell you there's not enough meat here really to even grab this by hand, right? To try to twist this off. This is going to work the exact same way as a shift knob. You just have to counterclockwise it, and there is absolutely not enough to grab. So I'm going to advise, and this is going to ruin your button. Once you take this off, it's done, okay? Get yourself a pair of vice grips. These are small ones, right? These are straight nosed. You should probably get like the C style, but this is what I have just right here quickly available. Probably best to wrap the button itself, but I'm gonna try it without it. There it goes. And then just give it a little twist. Don't do what I did there, kind of mar your seatbelt or your e-brake. Do it in small little segments. I'll have to clean that up.
One eternity later.
There it goes. All right. So now we've got it far enough off. Yeah, I'll have to get a little cleaner and clean that off. It kind of scraped it right there, but a little bit of heat and polish and it'll take it right back off. No big deal. Careful not to let that spring or anything loose. So out the button comes, and as you can see, I don't know that it's going to focus really well, but you can see it, obviously. It's marred the crap out of this. So this button, no good. I've seen people talk about trying to wrap this thing in tape. It may not work for you. I'm going to go ahead and say just count on losing it. So we'll take our new e-brake button or parking brake. I'm probably going to get flamed by somebody. It's not an e-brake, it's a parking brake. And then we're just going to twist this on. Now this one, we are not going to use these for, okay? That was a one and done just to get it off. This one is purely going to go on by hand. There we go. And that comes down pretty tight. Cool. Awesome. Make sure it works well. I'm going to try to see if it will screw down any tighter. Man, I think that's it. And it looks pretty sharp. So I think we'll get it from another angle here. Yeah, so from this angle, looks pretty sharp. And that red button matching the shifter down there. Shift knob looks pretty clear. I like that. All right, so two things. One, I have a new lapel, like a lavalier mic, I think, lapel mic, whatever they call it. So the first half of this video is going to be without. It was just purely off of my phone. The second one is going to be with this mic. I know some of y'all had requested, you know, hey, get a mic so we can hear you better or whatever. So here we go. I got a new mic. So let me know what you think in between the first half of this video and the last half, okay? So the last thing we're going to do today is I got new decals or vinyl overlays for the front and rear emblem to get rid of this blue. So same thing as before with our vinyl on the light covers. I still have like my trusty soapy water, right? And we need to clean this off. It's been kind of rainy and muggy out here. It's actually still pretty nasty and damp out today. But so it's a little dusty. I haven't washed it just because it's been raining the past couple of days. So we'll kind of spritz this down here. Give it a good cleaning because we want it to make sure that it sticks really good. Good clean surface. Good deal. And I've also got a heat gun with me here. Maybe we may need it, we may not, but just in case. And the only reason I have the heat gun with me today is, you know, it's getting winter time out, and I think today, I don't have my watch on me, but I think it's somewhere right around in the 50s at the moment. So typically you want to apply these in like 70-ish degree temperatures. So this I got from Sticker Fab, same as I got the other stuff from. And what I opted for, and this is going to be kind of for like a theme color scheme that I'm going for, I opted for matte black background. I didn't want the carbon fiber and gold starring, okay? And what's really neat about Sticker Fab when you order these they send you front and rear, but there's actually 4 in here. So that way if you mess one up, you got to redo. And even better, you can see on the back here, they got R for rear and F for front because it is different sizes, okay? So they make sure to clearly label these for you, which is really nice. So definitely check them out if you need some stickers. This really good quality vinyl. I mean, it looks really nice. So this should line up fairly easily. We're gonna, famous last words. See if I can get this off here. So we got our surface good and clean. We've got our gun here on standby. And we're just gonna try and line this up, right? I'd suggest at the very top, trying to line this up the best you can at the very top first. Looks pretty good right there. And then we're just going to work our way down with a finger. I'm going to lightly press on this. I'm not going to get crazy with it. And this has their bubble release technology in it, so that way it should let out. I mean, it's very forgiving if for some reason you mess something up, okay? But we'll just slowly work our way down here. Trying to go from the middle out is going to be the best. Let's try this a different way. And then also, too, heating this up will kind of help with the glue. Try to help set that glue a little bit in there. Yeah. Looks pretty good. We'll see if we can't get this a little closer here. Wind up looking really good. I love that gray, or the gold and the matte black. Looks amazing. So let's head up real quick to the front. All right, so we're just going to kind of repeat the same steps here. I'm not going to hold you through all this. We'll just kind of speed it up. Make sure we have our label that's labeled F for front. All right, let me pull this in here real quick. Hopefully you can see a little bit better. Looks pretty sharp. There's like an indent right here, and I think it's just a raised segment of that emblem, because we just cleaned this off really well, but almost like how the taillights were, there's just like a little bubble. But anywho, looks really good. It actually worked way better doing it this way, trying to line it up the best possible, and then just hitting it from the middle and swiping out, and then kind of going up and around in an arc and down and around in an arc. It worked out way better. So I definitely recommend you do it that way as opposed to the other way. But yeah, it turned out looking really well. And so with these parts, I reached out to Sticker Fab as well. They're going to kind of work this whole matte black with gold for the inside for me as well, because that's not something they offer. They only offer carbon fiber on the inside. So I've reached out to them, and they're going to wind up making me the matte black with the gold for the inside steering wheel. So that'll be coming here pretty soon. So, and as with every video, I mean, everything I order comes directly from Import Image Racing. Specifically, I speak with Dane most of the time. Great guy, takes good care of me. So if you guys need any parts, make sure that you hit up Dane over at Import Image Racing. He'll take good care of you. Peace.